Hey guys, welcome to today's video. I have a bunch of $1, $2, $3 makeup in front of me. I went to H&M, and you guys know I am a big fan of H&M makeup. I've talked about this a ton on my channel. I did a dedicated video way back when they first launched. Hey guys, welcome to today's video. I spent too much money on makeup at H&M. I literally have 2 bags. I don't know what happened. I don't even remember. It's like I blacked out on makeup. I realized recently, as I have been trying to get better about getting rid of expired makeup, that I have held on to a lot of their makeup for way too long just because I didn't get to use it all and I really love it. And then I was like, you know, maybe I can find replacements. And when I went to H&M, I found, she found a lot. Oh my God, the spirit of makeup is choking me. Okay, so I shopped till I dropped, you guys, at H&M. I bought a lot of things for other people too, so don't judge me. These are like my favorite blushes and they're marked down to $1. How I spend my weekends.
There's literally nothing in there.
Do I need any makeup? No. Do I want it? Yes. Yes.
You were bad.
No, it's actually not that bad. A lot of it's $1. So I'm gonna go through things that I know I absolutely love and try on some stuff, talk about some lip products, a few newer items that didn't work out for me, some nail polish, which I'm wearing H&M nail polish that I got for $2 right now. Super beautiful. So we're gonna jump into all of that. And I feel like I'm wearing too much lipstick and you know when you can just like feel your gloss and it's just too, I kind of feel like that right now. So also I'm taking a break from lashes right now. My eyes got a little bit irritated and I wanted to take some time away from heavy mascaras and heavy makeup and all of that. Even though to some of you, you might be like, oh sure, you're wearing heavy makeup right now, you're crazy. But to me, I was like, oh, I'll just do like a light matte look on my face and, you know, light matte eyes and it's fine. But yeah, I'm looking in the monitor and I'm like, you went a little nuts, Tati, and you didn't put lashes on to balance it out. So I look a little, boo. I look a little crazy. Okay, let's chat about their nail polishes first because I just am staring at them right in front of me. And I have to let you guys in on the secret. I really think H&M polishes are where it's at. They have the most beautiful color selection. It will blow your mind. Go online, go check it out. They clearance their polish pretty frequently and it ends up being a whopping $2. This is what I'm wearing on my nails right now. It is called Jewel Beetle. It's this beautiful kind of duochrome, really pretty, grungy, but pretty color. It's like rust and golden, but like green golden. I really love it. And I wanted to have a creamy base for it to go on top of because it is a little bit on the sheer side and I wanted that kind of duochrome element to be very loud. So I first put on Log Cabin, which on its own is kind of like the ugliest color you've ever seen. But if you layer on top of it another thing, it like looks really pretty, but it's like puke green, poop green. It's not a sexy shade. And then I got this one, which is just like, I'm a sucker for blue polish. I really love it. I kind of want to paint, maybe we'll just paint like one nail and then in the inserts, I'm going to look like a multicolored crazy woman. Ooh, that is really pretty. This one is Nocturne. It's just like they go on so smooth and creamy. I also super love this shade Go To Greige. I've been wearing this one for years. The name says it all. It is the perfect gray creamy shade that is bright, but it's not pastel. It's very appropriate for this time of year. It just kind of goes with everything. And I love this shade so much. I also want to show you some of my other faves. This shade right here is like denim, but it is creamy and beautiful and just like, oh, it's so good. This shade is called Willowa. It is so opaque that you only really need one coat. It's the craziest thing. These polishes no one talks about. And the thing that I love about them is that the colors are so unique. Like, you don't see this kind of a shade everywhere. Like, I kind of feel like when I go to the drugstore, or even if you're going and getting your nails done and you look at the wall of all the polishes and you're like, huh, what kind of pink do I want to get? Because they all kind of look the same. These shades just have the prettiest tone to them. I cannot get enough. And I have to say, like, the ones that I've had for ages over here, this one, which I was wearing recently with like a camel toned kind of sweater, you guys really, really loved it, and they don't make this shade anymore. I'm so sorry. This one was called Faded Myrtle, and this is what kind of made me get back into painting my nails with H&M polishes. And it's just, it's the easiest polish. It doesn't streak. It dries beautifully. It stays glossy. Another shade that they discontinued that was so super pretty is the shade Paper Ash, which was like this white but has like a tint of gray blue. They keep really well. They don't spoil. I've had those for probably like 3.5 years, no joke. And I love them. Let's paint one more. Ooh, look at this one right here is pretty. This is called Vienna. Ooh, oh my God. That is so pretty. Okay, so I am going to quickly show you my collection of H&M polishes so that you can see the ones that I love that I think are so, so good in case you were interested in ordering offline. All right, so here we go. The shade Governess, beautiful, beautiful, creamy, bright berry shade. And then I have Olive Grove, which is so great if you love, you know, any army greens or you wear a lot of greens for fall. This is a beautiful shade. I have the shade Pillow Talk, which is a very kind of neutral, sophisticated pink without being too, you know, baby doll pink. Go to grayish, of course. And then Hopscotch is another beautiful kind of gray toned, lighter gray that's more cool toned. I love the shade Bitter Chocolate. All the H&M polishes are so good. I have not used a polish of theirs that I didn't like, and that is a big deal because usually I will try polishes and there will be like one or two that I'm just kind of like, you know, never mind. But these have just always really impressed me. They go on so nice and smooth. This sounds super sponsored. It's not. I drove down to the H&M where they sold the makeup nearest to me, which is like a 45-minute drive, just so I could kind of grab new stuff and do this video for you guys. Okay, so moving right along, I want to try out the Solar Flare Bronzing Powder. Now, what I really, really love from H&M is their blushes. Those just have my heart. They wear really well. They blend really well. I talk about them nonstop. I talk about them all of the time. I've put them in so many videos, from best of the year to best at the drugstore or drugstore price, like best affordable makeup. I just think their blushes are so good. I saw this and I got very curious, and I'm hoping that it's not too... It says it's sheer. We're gonna play with it. We're gonna just kind of dive right in and see what happens. And then of course we'll play with the blushes. So we're just going to go ahead and stamp this on the skin. I think I prefer like a more warm bronzer right now, which is so funny. For the longest time I was all about like cool tone bronzers. And it's funny how through the years, like, you just kind of change your mood and change your mind about things, you know? But this might be a little too cool tone for me. It's going on nice and light. That's what I like about their powders, is they don't really grab or blotch. You really have a lot of room to kind of make it what you want. And I super appreciate that. So you can see this is going on really nice. It warmed me right up. I do want to now go in with their foundation powder. Now, this was a little bit too dark for me to use as actual powder foundation, but I did think that it would be nice as kind of like a finishing powder on the perimeter to just add a little bit of warmth and coverage. So we're gonna test that out. One thing that I did try that I did not like is their Radiant Concealer Pen. Oh my gosh, this is such a no. It literally grabs bunches and makes your under eye area look worse than it did to begin with, in my opinion, because there's not a lot of coverage here, but the product itself kind of gets tacky and sticky. and I just do not like this or recommend it. Their original concealers I remember enjoying quite a bit, but I'm just kind of stuck on the concealers that I'm already using, so I don't even want to kind of mess around with anything. This is really pretty. Like, it's giving me a little bit of coverage and warmth, which is nice. I like it. So now let's play with the blush, because that is what I am most excited for. I, of course, will swatch everything for you guys so that you have a really solid, good idea of what is available. I think these are so worth it. If you are able to track these down, grab them. This shade right here I'm really excited about. This is called Soft Russet. So that you guys get the most out of this video, I am gonna use one shade on one cheek, another shade on the other, and that way you can just see the swatches. I know I'll look a little uneven, but I think it'll be better for you watching. So this is Soft Russet. I love that. It just blends so nicely. Like, you can't really see where it starts and stops, and that's what I really love about this particular formula, the H&M formula. I just really, really love their blushes. So that's Soft Russet. I want to open up Tawny Peach, which really does not look like anything at all, but that's kind of how these are. Like, they don't really look like much in the pan. And then when you place it on the cheeks, you're like, oh, okay. So it's one that you really want to try on and play with. Like, do you see that? It's already just super gorgeous. And this one has a little bit of a sheen to it, whereas the first one that I put on did not. These wear really well too. I got an extra Tawny Peach for a friend, a Golden Peach, another one that I've had on hand for a long time. So I grabbed one of these. This reminds me very, very much of NARS's Orgasm. So if you like that kind of like peachy, pinky kind of a thing, I think you will enjoy this. It's really, really pretty. Definitely one of the more shiny ones of the bunch. I have Cameo Pink, which has been like my number one. So this is the old Cameo Pink, and I have used this so many times and it barely looks dented. It's just like kind of strange. I feel like it's like an everlasting gobstopper because I have used this, traveled with it, used it for years and years and years, and I'm like, hello, why don't you look more roughed up? Like, oh my gosh. This is just one of those pinks that for whatever reason, even though it's more cool toned, it goes with everything. It just has a nice, natural, flush kind of a feel to it, and I really, really love that. So I ended up grabbing I grabbed 3 Cameo Pinks. I wanted to give some to girlfriends, and they were $1, so why not? I also picked up this shade. This was $3, so it was a little bit more expensive. Originally, by the way, these are $9.99, so they're not terribly expensive to begin with. This is the shade Pink Coral. Let's put some of this on. I'm gonna look like a crazy like blush queen by the end of this video, but like whatever, it's fine. It is fine, we will survive. See, you would think that it would go on and be like super duper crazy. It's not, it's just like a nice flush. Like, that's the thing that I like about these also, is that they're very buildable, but they're pretty sheer to begin with. So it's not just gonna like slap you in the face with color and then grab in a weird way where you're like, oh, I need to back away from the blush. Like, this will just build and be very natural and pretty and give you whatever tone you see in the pan, you know, whether it's that brighter pink coral or a peach or a kind of rosy brown. Like, it just adds this sheer layer that I think is so beautiful. Oh my gosh, I've never talked about blush lovingly so much in one single video. I have one more shade here, and this is Imperial Red. Gonna be another one of those crazy ones where you're like, oh, sure. But this is actually just like, oh, so stunning. Again, you can like sheer it out to where it's just that like slight hit of color. It doesn't have to be like super, super crazy. You can just do like a nice wash, and then you have just like a little kiss of this brighter kind of a thing. And more is more, so I'm doing the 50 layers of blush challenge. Just don't mind me. Something you can do, by the way, if you ever do your blush and you're like, oh wow, things got a little bit out of control, you can take whatever powder you set your foundation with and just go in that, take a little hit of it, and just go on top. It's just gonna kind of smooth things out, make things look a little more airbrushed, lock things in better. So you can do this even if you don't screw up your blush. And it really helps if you have one of those oops moments too, where you need to take it down a notch. All right, so that is the blush situation. I do want to show you guys a few lipsticks that I picked up. I got London Season, which I didn't have on hand before. When I got rid of all of my lipsticks, I kept a ton of H&M ones. You guys saw that. I'll link that video below. They make beautiful lipsticks. And they are not expensive. They're, you know, so reasonably priced. They're $9.99. I also got another powder puff just because I need to get rid of some of this expired makeup. Like, I'm kind of realizing that a lot of what is in my collection really needs to go, and that it's not safe to keep it on hand. So this is the cream finish. This is the matte finish, and this is powder pink. I mean, are you kidding me? Like, what? H&M, just like, they know color. How did they do this? How do they know color so well? I feel like every other place that you go and purchase, you know, like Forever 21 makeup, or like you purchase the makeup that the brand makes, it's usually so bad. But H&M just really, they wow me. And I think that more people should be talking about it, but they don't. It's the weirdest thing. They just don't. I also picked up In a Nutshell. You guys have heard me talk about this one over and over again. I just had to because it's one that I wear so often. And it's so funny. This is actually, one of my sisters was using this visiting, and they're like, where'd you get this? Like, what is this? And they didn't realize it was H&M. It's just like so opaque, creamy, comfortable, and the tones look so flattering on so many different skin tones. This is another absolute favorite. These two, and then I think the other one that I really, really love is called like Seashell or something like that. They're so good. Okay, I have a highlighter that I am excited to test out. I saw this and I was like, why not? We're here. I drove all the way out here. I kind of want to try as much as I can. So we're gonna really just go for it. This is the shade Delicate Pearl. They have different shades. I held back and I didn't want to get all of them, you know. I don't need more highlighters, but I just wanted to try this because I'm like, you know, their powders are so nice. So I'm gonna grab a little on a fan brush and we are going to highlight. That is beautiful and way more intense than I thought it would be. Dang, okay. I love it when I find good makeup like this that does not just empty your account all at once with like $50 plus $30 plus $20. Like, you can get so much for your money. Buy a $1 blush, buy a $10 lipstick, get a $10 highlight, a $2 nail polish, and you have some things to really help you feel so beautiful, and they're great quality, and I love it. So I'm happy that I was able to scoop all this stuff up, replenish some of the things I know I love so much, try a few new things, and, you know, just give you guys the full scoop. Oh, I had one more thing I wanted to show you. Okay, so also, you guys, I got a lot. I got more than what I have in front of me, and I want to put a few things to the test and really wear them, get to know them, take a moment with them before I tell you more. So thumbs this video up if you would like to see that happen sooner rather than later, and I'm happy to do that. But I do want to show you just like a couple of things in here that I thought were so cool, and this is kind of turning into a little bit of an old school haul, and I kind of love that because those have been missing. Like, no one does hauls anymore, and I kind of get it because it's a little bit boring, kind of like, oh cool, showing us what you bought, like big wow, we want to see what works, what doesn't. But with some of these like odds and ends, I think it's fun to just share them with you guys. So I got this little travel case, and it's funny, I'm actually traveling tomorrow. I'm going to use this. So it snaps right here, but look, it opens up and you have this zipper compartment in the center, and then you have these two little guys on either side. So for me, I'm like, okay, I can put like a foundation, some brushes, a concealer, some eye pencils, whatever, in the bulk area of this. And then I could put like lip products, some eyeshadows over here, and be like, boom, done. And I have my full makeup bag. So I thought this was super, super cute. And then I also got Press On Nails. Why did I buy this? Tell me the truth. Are you guys into it? Would you wear these? Would you laugh at me? Would you still be my friend? Okay, we're gonna move out of this portion of the video. How cute is this? This was 10 bucks. It's so soft. Oh, I love a good makeup bag. Like, it just makes me really, really happy to have my favorites like organized in a cute little bag, like ready to go. Anyway, this is getting kind of all over the place. I apologize. We will do an H&M part 2 very soon as I try more of the other products that I am currently getting to know. And I hope that you guys enjoyed this. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up. If you have not yet subscribed, please take a moment and do that before you leave. And ring the bell so that you are notified of my upcoming videos. I am here Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday at 10 a.m. PST. And I hope you come back and hang out again soon. Let me know of the polishes, what was your favorite? And of the blushes, which one caught your eye? I am very, very curious. So I love you lots, and I hope you're having a good one. I will see you all in my next video. Mwah.
Did you just dab while you were shopping?